Melody Mondays. What's up? What's up, everybody tuning in worldwide? It's Melody Mondays on the Roots Reggae Hub.com. Got an interview in store for you guys tonight. Blessed love everybody coming in to the chat on Instagram. Vibes. It's a vibe, guys. Log on, everybody. This is the Insta Live and on-air exclusive interview with the Empress, Jalifa. Greetings, greetings. Thank you. It's a new hat. Bless up everybody tuned in. Oopsie. Sorry with the feedback. I got my... Hey guys. Hey everybody tuning in. I'll be talking to Jalifa tonight about her EP, Ancient Ras. This is quite a production, everybody. I'm going to invite her right now. I see her in the chat. It's on the team. Bless up everybody that's tuned in around the world on the rootsreggaehub.com. Thank you for joining me every single week. Blessed love, everybody. Jalifa.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Rastafari.
Blessings. How are you?
I am blessed. I am blessed. Give thanks. It's a pleasure.
Give thanks for joining me tonight. I'm so happy to have you in my presence. Such an honor. You're doing some amazing things in reggae music. I had to share your talent with the world. I said, this is a militant, you know? I said, this is a militant queen empress, you know, doing what I love, roots and culture, and the lyrics and the vibe. And I love that you did the dub. Oh, everybody, I know I'm jumping ahead. I'm excited. I'm jumping a little bit ahead. For those of you that don't know, Jalifa and Ancient Ras, if you haven't heard it yet, we're talking about that tonight. Jumping the gun. I'm a little bit excited. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We have her live here on the Instagram. If you're tuned in on the radio, feel free to join us on Instagram. If you're still, you know, radio loyal, and that's the way you tune in. Blessed love. Thank you for joining us. Jalifa is here. All right. Tell me for those people that might not have heard of you, I've always obviously been doing my research, and I came across you and have gone down, you know, that rabbit hole of who you are a little bit. Thanks also to your team as well for sending me, you know, your music and whatnot. But I like to do a little bit of research, and I got some information. But in your own words, I love to hear how you express who you are.
Rastafari.
Tell me about
Blessed love. Rastafari. Well, my name is California Taki Alexis, aka Jalifa. That's my stage name. Hailing from Trinidad and Tobago, the beautiful Twin Island. You don't know, say, representing straight righteousness, me defend. You don't know, say, keeping the fire burning. Only man will like King Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. Give thanks and praise.
Yes, yes. Praises. I would love to hear more about your family life growing up. Clearly, you had some foundation in your growth, in your
Yes.
spirituality, and you have a close connection with the people that raised you. So tell me about your family life growing up in Trinidad.
Well, my family life was, it was beautiful in all aspect. Everybody go through them struggles and them thing there, but that could never take our joy, our just living and growing up, with each other, you know, going through the all hard times, together, in one unity. Well, I came from a big family, a very big family. I'm actually the seventh child, right? Because I got four brothers and I got four sisters. And I make it the fifth sister, which is the seventh child. So, same mother, same father, you know. All of us grew up within, righteousness, within Rastafari, laws and principle, and commandments and them stuff and thing there, and ever since from small, from the root, because I didn't choose Rastafari. Rastafari choose I, I birthed within Rastafari, from since in the womb, because my mother and father tried Rastafari since them in them 18 and them kind of them teens and stuff like that, tried them within Naya Bingi, until them learn the knowledge and start to seek more higher and seek within the old liberty and them start short Bobo Shanti. And that's how them brought us up. We never been to school, we was homeschool, all of us, so my mother and father play a very key role within my life, because they are I creators, I teachers, I love ones, and I keep them very dearly to my heart, because they are my first everything, and they support me within everything that I do. Each of us, all my brothers and sisters, because we're all into music. It's a family of music, you know, even though we're living within this principled way, and we don't get caught up in certain things because they don't know says an order, and we have to keep that order and respect that order fully, because I just say so. So we just keep it firm, but still we there. I do music and produce and graphic designing, video shoots, a lot of things. It's a huge team. It's a lot of work we put in, but everybody have a part them play and everybody work as a body, So from since me little, me just a sing pon with pencil in my hand on bunks, because my dad had a lot of bunks because he have like a gathering house. We once come and them gather and revise and restore and thing, and strength onto strength. And yeah, my father used to hold like a vibes in the yard and celebrate Black History Month, and our Black history and everything. And he used to have open mics and people will come and chant and sing and stuff like that. So that's how we start to get into the music, and that's how it happens. So the whole family there, we just grew up there, and I live upright, within Rastafari, a natural way of life, you know, laws and commandments, principles and statutes, Growing up for I as a Rastafarian, you will have a few fighters back then. A lot of people didn't really understand where Rastafari church from, and them I see with your locks and you accept everything that is naturally, but to society and to some of the people in the world, who their mind colonialize and them lost them, them roots, and when them see you actually, them want to fight you down and this and that, whatever, but that never stop us, from treading this ancient order and living within this divine liberty, because it's a divine liberty. We are black gods and goddess of creation from birth, Ethiopia, Africa, So we have to give thanks to the elders, them give thanks to our parents, them, but teach I the roots, so and I could know where Anna going, because they know the roads, we just run fast. They know the roads, so we have to give thanks to the ancient ones, them, and all our siblings, them who support I, because I could have never do it without them. Them are my backbone and my strength, so me and my family real close, real close.
I love to
Within
hear that.
everything.
It's a musical family and it's a family affair, essentially, is what you're telling me. And the reasoning that you get and the knowledge that you've been able to gather has been started from your foundation, from your roots, your mother, your
Rastafari.
father, the unity. I feel that it's so important and it really does shape you and guide you. You know, when you're lacking on either side, mother or father, it does affect you as a person in your growth and in your understanding of, you know, the unity, the Trinity, if you call it.
Yes,
And
sir. Yes, sir. You
yes,
can.
yes, blessings for that, that you had that upbringing and you had that early knowledge. Some people go through spiritual journeys and they learn it later on because maybe they didn't
Oh,
have
yes.
the example from home.
True, true. And that takes time too, you know, because everything take a natural process. So it's not to rush yourself into anything. You just have to align with the divine within yourself and don't look out yourself, you know, because all is within. You are born with the truth within, written on your heart, you know. So it's just for you to seek within yourself and be patient with yourself. And, you know, it takes time for a plant to grow, you know, and it's have to go through rain and sunshine, you know, for it to grow and bloom and be beautiful, you know. So everything takes time. It takes time to be right, you know. It takes time to make the right choice, you know. So no need for rush it. No need for
Yes,
rush
I
it.
love that. I
Yeah.
love that. That means a lot because timing, sometimes you feel like, you know, are you on time? Are you where you're meant to be? Are you, you know, sometimes,
You are. You
yes,
are. Nothing is falling apart. Everything is falling into place. Life is the greatest puzzle, you know?
yes,
And you have to, all the parts are choices, you know, and you have to choose the right choices. And whatever you choose, you know, afterwards you will see the full picture, the complete picture. It's only the Almighty know the complete picture, you know, but you have to just make the right decision, you know, because right is within you, just as wrong, you know, rooted from just us leaning on our own understanding, you know, but there is always right, you know, there's always right,
I love that.
always.
Love that.
That's the power.
Oh, I'm already getting deep. I knew I was gonna get deep. From I saw you, I said I have to reason with this Empress. I know I'm
Yes,
gonna
yes,
learn
sister.
something. That's my thing. I always want to learn something new every day. I challenge my,
Serving is everlasting.
yes, myself to learn something new for sure. So that's interesting, your spiritual journey. Is there anything that you practice on a regular? Is there any way that you know, any rituals, you know, that you go into your daily
Yes,
routine?
yes, yes. Well, I keep the Sabbath, which is a perpetual covenant between I and Jah, which is the 7 day. 7 day I and I going from 6 in the evening until Saturday, 6 in the evening. You know, a time of reverence and a time of prayers and a time of thanksgiving. Shut off from all the world and just connect with the divine and give him his glories and him praise, you know, for guiding I through the weeks and, you know, all the hardships and all the providence and health and everything. So there is a time for I, you know, of worship, which is the Sabbath, you know, a perpetual covenant between and I creator, you know. So I and I take that very serious because that's I and I life and is that what keep I from such time growing up baby, you know. Sabbath I and I keep holy, you know. So just say and so just set and that's how we have to flow, you know. Yeah, everything have to be pleasing unto the creator, you know, so him could bless you and your blessing will be sure, you know, and align with everything. Cause John kill people, you know. People
Mm,
that do them own thing and them consequences are reach upon them when you are do bad, you know. So we have to starve the weakness, starve the badness and just focus on feed strength and righteousness and them kind of thing there and the outcome will be beautiful. That's what we gotta do. We gotta do them things.
yes.
Because Jah done set it, you know. So we have to come and balance it.
Such a balance.
Come and
We need
balance
to
it.
definitely balance because right now in this here world we have here, I feel like things sometimes lean one way or it's leaning
Ah,
the other way, and you know the balance I feel is essential. It's
yes, it's
crucial in
needed,
this
it's
time
needed.
of spiritual warfare.
True,
Um,
true, true, oh
you
my
know,
God,
and
true.
that's why I was so drawn to your music and your militancy and you know, you're just your vibe, and it's just on a different level. Everyone here tonight. So if you
Give
haven't heard
thanks,
the
mama.
EP yet, Ancient Ross, you have to go check it right now. All streaming
Check it
platforms, of
out, check it
course,
out.
here on Roots Reggae Hub. We are playing it on our curated playlist. So 24/7. You can catch it here as well. Tell me about the concept, you know, of the EP. Tell me first what drew you to reggae music. Obviously, you have a foundation and you have a spiritual, you know, connection. You must to the music. But so tell me in your own words what drew you to the music, and then also the concept for the EP, how that came to be.
Natural. Well, since I was young, I always saw my daddy on the turntables, spinning records. As I said before, he threw little block or little vibes because he was a DJ and he used to MC and mic and chant on them kind of vibes there. So he always did give me the mic every time he must sing. And I always did watching my elder brother, come my two elder brothers, which is Abashanti and Tesfa. They both used to freestyle with him. And I just draw to that. I just love that, just seeing them and being around them and just enjoying myself. Me and my other siblings too, because everybody they are singer. Them just choose to do other things there within the music, you know. So, but everyone they are had a voice. So my daddy used to play like reggae, foundation style, rootical thing, you know. So that's what I was, you know, brought up around, you know. And then as I grew older, I started hearing like other songs and different vibes like hip hop and dancehall and all them kind of stuff because I love Eminem. Well, my first song I used to actually freestyle was Sister Nancy, Bam Bam. I
Yes,
was like,
Sister Nancy. She was in town.
that was like my all-time song. If you see me singing it like it's mine, when my dad called me to go on the mic, and I just like, and start one time like, I mean, say one thing, Nancy, and watch. If you see me, watch. And that was actually my first, you know, thing where I used to actually sing on the mic. And then after I started freestyle. And then when I get into hip hop, that was just it. I just started going to hip hop and started listening to Lauryn Hill and all of them sisters they and brothers they are in hip hop. Positive thing because I love to listen to music that have substance, not just blah 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 and you know vulgarity and not in them stuff there, right? As long as the song has substance or that me flow it, me love the vibes and me just in it. So me just end up adapting all these different type of style because I do dancehall, I do hip hop, R&B, a little Afrobeat, you know. Well,
Versatile.
just name it, I could do it. I could do it. And my father never limit us in any kind of way, like even though we are Rasta and them stuff, now don't get into certain of them thing, this and that. No, and just free us up, him support us in every way, you know, because him I'm a number one supporter, him a ride for life, you know. So that's how I actually get into reggae music, you know, because of my father, because of my brother, because that was the root of it. We used to just vibes to reggae music and foundation, tune, and them kind of thing.
Yes. Big up Sister Nancy. He was here in Toronto. The show was amazing.
Yeah, man.
I know you saw some of that footage there. If you guys missed the footage,
yes.
You guys can check it out.
Mama, they inspire me a lot, you know, inspire me a lot.
I love
really,
to hear that.
Really,
I love to hear that. Because now you're going to be inspiring the ones coming now, you know, forward. Everyone kind of passes that torch, you know.
True.
Yeah, and she's a huge inspiration. Bless for that.
Indeed.
Tell me about the concept. Tell me about. I can't play out the full songs on here. Obviously, for the Instagram, they pull it down when I try to play the full song. But
yeah,
I'm gonna play a snippet of it, and then I'm gonna play your full EP after the show. For all the radio listeners that stay locked in, they're gonna hear the full EP and the dubs on there. You have a dub for each tune. Tell me about that choice. Tell me about the concept and how this came to fruition, how you manifested this EP.
Well, to begin, everything was a jam manifestation, you know. Everything, how it took place and put together, and each and everybody who had part to play within it, you know. So, well, Jadi and them man, they are like family, you know. Big up Sadiki and all them man, they Akibeka and them. Them man like family to Ausa Judah I family, you know. So it was in 2020 I got a message from Jadi David, you know, and him wanted to work on a LP EP with the you know, them want to work with more linuses, you know, and push that feminine energy and let the woman them come off a balance of fire, you know. And knowing the I them is like family, I was, you know, I was pleased to do it, you know, to work with such powerful lands in the music business. So them link and I accepted it, and they start sending me tracks and I start penning it, me and my brother, because Abashanti, who I call before my elder brother, him compose a lot of my music that I do. You know, I write too, but a lot of my music him compose it because we don't plan our thing and set out where we want to do. So everything just a flow, or we set it still. So that's how the vibes went. We record all of our tracks in Kingston Studio, Trinidad. You know, big up Rebel, full time. Well, actually a lot of things was happening within that time space, writing these tracks, you know, personally, you know, family vibes and stuff like that, you know, we experienced a lot within that time space because, you know, COVID are gone and, you know, certain kind of things, shows shut down, you can't move, you can't do a lot of things. So a lot of time when we have to record a lot of the music, you can't go this and that, but just still find a time and space that we could still go forward and, you know, get to voice the tracks on them at the studio and get to send it forward so we could put everything together so we could drop out in a divine timing still, you know. So the name, actually, me and my brother was thinking about the name, and because a lot of people, when they hear me, like when they see me, I look young, right? They say, you look like you're 16 or whatever. And when I started talking to them, they're like, where year are you from? Like, how old are you? And stuff like that. So they're like, yeah, you're an old soul. And people, I get that a lot from people, right? So me and my brother was just there with the name, they are better with it. So then I went to Jadi and I was like, Jadi, what you think about this? And first then we came up with Ancient Ras, and then after Jadi was like, nah, Ancient Ras. You know, bringing that Rastafari dialect, you know, our own speech and stuff. And I like, yeah, man, I love that. I love that. And then now we have to big up Atto, KD Roberts, the honorable, the great artist, you know, the visionary who bring the whole thing together, which is the cover, you know, which depicts the ancient ones, them.
Yes.
Because it's them who have and I walk this ancient step within Rastafari. So me put the elders them there, and them elders there, and I God and I King there. I represent for all faces, you know, Africa, African, you know, who are trod and sacrifice them all, you know, for us to be how we is here. You know, we go free up here there, you know, a lot of fight down we have faced as black people in this world, you know, so we have to give thanks to them. So the cover depicts and I God and King His Imperial Majesty, you know, and the Honorable Visionary Marcus Garvey, you know, the prophet, you know, and Prince Emmanuel, the high priest, you know, I leader, and my parents, you know, always there, and them are the one who guide I within this ancient step, you know. So the man who put this together, I never even planned that, sister. Believe me, I never even planned that. I never sit down and like, hey yo, I want to put this song on this. So the man just listened to the song and him just start for ask for pictures, and I was like, okay, let me see a vision, and he want to put it down to him just and I just give him the pictures them, and then when he finished it up and we saw it, everything was like, whoa, mind blowing to see what that man put together. So I have to big up Atto. You know, the man has support me since we day a link, you know, full time.
KD Roberts, right?
Big up Atto full time for putting in that cover together. You know, that is art. That is a God piece. Yeah. You know, and all the tracks on them on it. Well, it's actually 4 tracks. You know, and there is dub counterparts for each 4 tracks. Just dubbed by the dub master himself. You know, TPI grade. You know, some powerful virgin they are. Me have to give thanks to the Most High for blessing I to work with the man them, you know. Big up Zion I King and big up Zion I Production. All the man them where they are putting the work at this Pablo, you know, Moonbeam, you know, Ashanti Sila, Rankin Jed. There's a lot of them, So Sadiki, Abashanti, a lot of brothers, came through, you know, and help I, you know, them like a sister to bring forth something so beautiful, you know. So I can't take the credit for everything. So
beautiful.
we have to give thanks to all our brothers, them, you know, who are all I strong and are strengthened in every aspect. Because the whole process was edifying as well, you know. You get to butter and share and strength unto strength, you know, I come through, you know. So the whole Ancient Ras EP is about I and I, you know. Not just I and I musical background, but I and I cultural background as a Rastafarian and what I represent, you know, as a person within this world, you know. And the whole aspect of it is like, I want the world to know that Rastafari live it and reign, you know, for every day and age. Rastafari live it and reign strong from generation to generation. And you will hear it through the music, you know, because it's the message within the music we have to keep, you know, because music is a powerful tool, you know, and it has to be used right. So that's how we keep it, you know, keep it natural, keep it rooted, keep it foundation. It could be hip hop, it could be dancehall, it could be what? You're going to hear Jalifa, you're going to hear me bonfire, you're going to hear me sing upright, you know, clean vibes, you know, clean vibes. So when it enter you now, clean vibes are go through you and you could feel the energy and the everything, you know. So big up all of the creators and them who play a part in the Ancient Ras EP. You know, it's all over the place, it's booming up. Give thanks for all the support worldwide, all our brothers and sisters, everyone, you know. Aja works.
That works all the way. What a blessing. And your team and everyone that you shouted out, such talent, everyone that came together to make this happen. It's definitely divine, you know, and I could tell from I listened to it, it was on a next level. On a next level, you know. I'm going to play before we get into the music video. Oh, and for anyone that has questions, I see some questions coming in on Twitter already for my Twitter people. For anyone that has questions here on the Instagram Live, you're going to drop it on the question box to the right-hand side at the bottom of the screen. It's a little comment with a little question box. Drop it in there now. We will get to questions at the end of the show. So my Twitter people, I see your questions. I will get to those shortly. But I do want to play Whereas. This is the song that I also saw the video, and I did share it as well, some of the promo video that you had there for Whereas. Do you want to talk about the song quickly before I play it? Tell me about that specific song and the lyrics.
Whereas. Whereas is another powerful track, you know, produced by Zion I Kings them. You know, big up Ras Elliott and the man them. Well, give me a moment. So. The track is just basic, you know, and I just speak the truth, you know, and how I live and how life is on the whole, you know, even though there is a lot you know, but there is the unknown, like there is time. You don't see it, but it exists, you know, like air and stuff like that, but it do exist, you know? And there's a lot of things that been taking place from over these years, you know? And a lot of Rasta people put in a lot of work. A lot of Rasta people died, you know? Just being plain and right, you know? So I just come to show the world that the fire have to burn, the fire still a burn, it not stop burning until Jah people are free and the world live in a complete harmony with each other until the world run right, you know? The fire will keep burning, you know? Yes. So that's the whole idea of Whereas, you know? From generation to generation, Rastafari ever live it, you know? So no matter what Babylon try to do, righteousness will always prevail. Jah people will always prevail. Good over evil.
Yes. Good over evil. All right, everybody. This is the tune of the night. Whereas, for you live here on the Roots Reggae Hub. Keep it locked here, rootsreggaehub.com. I'm here with Jalifa, and this is Whereas.
Natural is the powers, the mystery, like the wind of love. Who feels it now? When I let up, no, give us someone to know what you sound. The right to say, the fullness of give us it's like a the road that we trust, the rugged and rough, but the rugged and rough. The knowledge of no, give us power to know what we sow. The earth is alone and the fullness thereof give us its like a the road that we trust, the rugged and rough. Triumphant. The big man, the king, to the end of true that we get up for peace and triumph. From the deepest of the tribe, I come to when everybody speaking blood diamond. Everything seems simple to Simon. So let's get this right back to carbon. Understanding, knowledge and wisdom. Babylon system is the key of Satan. Full of toxic, coffee and reason. To my ability and meditation. When your politics and your regulation. Translating and your transcription. Pharmaceutical and just and prescription. Alt-analysis and loss of direction. Anything like my mouth is Satan. The knowledge of no, give us power to know what to sow. The earth is alone and the fullness thereof give us it's like a dog. The road that we trod is so rugged and rough, but the rugged and rough. The knowledge of no, give us power to know what to sow. The earth is alone and the fullness thereof give us it's like a dog. The road that we trod is so rugged and
Roots Reggae Hub massive. That's just a little taste of Jalifa. Whereas I can't play up the full track till after the show, guys. So you got to keep it locked here on the Roots Reggae Hub to hear the full track, to hear the full EP. I'm playing every single track right here at 9 o'clock. Keep it locked on the Roots Reggae Hub. Jalifa, the persecution that, you know, Rastafari and, you know, what we've gone through as a people, as well as Black people. That's why I think your photo art that you made, your artwork is so powerful. Your music is so powerful because there's still something that needs to be done. The battle is not close to over. And as a musician, as an artist, as someone who speaks and chants down this, it's a power in it. And there's a warrior spirit that I see in you. So thank you for the music, for the righteousness, the movement, and your team, your family. It's not even a team. That's your family, which makes it even more powerful. Coming together and the unity, because as Black people, I feel that's what we've been lacking most is the unity, and that what we still need to get that right. Everybody, I would love to see
that's
that.
growth and malice and them things.
Yes, you know,
That's
and the lyrics that matter. What you're saying to the world matters. The youth are coming up, and they have people to look to for examples. They want to see people that they see that looks like them and learn from and grow from, especially those that might not have the foundation that, you know, we're blessed enough to have. And it's so important now that we're spreading the right message in this time. Like you said, you know, we've been through a lot these past 2 years as artists, mental health, all kind of stuff. You know, we gotta live in a way where we're elevating each other, where we're lifting up each other. So thank you for the music that does that.
Strength unto strength, bring it perfection every time.
Yes.
And unity is our greatest asset, God saying, and we must abuse it to the fullest, you know, because this is why we're all here together in this world, you know, on this planet, you know, because all of us would have our own planet if we wasn't supposed to be here with each other, you know. We're all siblings, we're all brothers and sisters. We need to love each other, work with each other, build each other, you know, and that's the only way the world could run right, you know, righteously, you know, because the Most High is our Father. Our Father is not racist. You know, him love all him children, all of them. You know, them just have to seek him, you know, and him will guide them within that right direction, you know. Because you can't say you love God and you don't love your brother, you know, because God is within each of us. We're his children. you know? So if you love God, you have to love your brother, you know? And if you love your brother, you have to love yourself, and you have to love yourself likewise, love your brother, you know? And share that energy and vibes. And so we have to live, you know, because this is our little Zion, you know? The Black Christ give unto us, you know? So we have to give thanks for it, you know? So we have to give thanks for Emmanuel, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. So we have to give thanks for life, the greatest gift, and the only life giver.
So is that, would you say, is that your musical mission, to unify and to bring that knowledge forward?
Every time. Every time. Musically, I platform come like a voice that I can speak for a lot of things that's happening, you know, because everyone always tuning on these things. So take advantage of it and project righteousness. You know, see who you could open up and tap in their mind and make them know themselves and love themselves more, value themselves, you know, because that's what you got to do. If you don't value yourself, nobody will. You got to love yourself first, you know. You got to. You know, so I just come for push positivity in I music. I'm at a dancehall, hip hop, you know, whatever it is, you know, I just want to send that positive energy. And, you know, I want could still get, you know, understanding and vibes towards Rastafari and towards righteousness, you know, within themselves, you know, because you don't have to actually look like me to do the right thing, you know. You just have to do the right thing, man.
Yes.
It's within. All is within.
I love that. I have another question. I have a bunch of questions. I want to get through everything, but I'm just mesmerized by everything you're saying. I'm just like, yeah.
So we strengthen each other, mama.
And I feel the passion. And I feel like it's a lot of times I take the weight of the world and I put it on my shoulders, and I got to remind myself, you know, as a woman, you know, we tend to, you know, but I feel like everyone has their own purpose to kind of elevate everybody else, whether it be through music, whether it be through a platform like this. No matter what it is that you do, you know, the righteousness and the way to live and to be an example and to practice a certain, you know, way of life that not only uplifts yourself, but uplifts the people around you. That's the best way to love, you know, love yourself and to love others. Thank you for sharing that with me today. That's very special. Tell me your, you know, you must have had some challenges. You obviously released this during this whole plan thing that happened, and, you know, we're over it now. Hopefully that is behind us. But what was your personal strategy to get through hard times? What was your way to overcome, you know, the struggle that was in your face with this whole, you know, the pandemic that took part? How did you become like, you obviously were creative and successful through it. So what was your way to do that?
Well, I'll give all the credit to Jah, because a lot of things I experienced during that time. I even had because I released an EP named Born Ready, which was in 2019. And I had tours and stuff set out, you know, in Europe for me to go and them kind of thing. And country started lockdown. A lot of things started happen just so a lot of them things get postponed. Even little concerts and things like we was rehearsing for and stuff like that, everything get closed down because they don't consider music, you know, as essential. So for artists, no, inside. So I usually work from home. A lot of things I do, I work from home. From ever since, because I actually made my way in this music by performing. I didn't actually have a recorded track. Like when people hear my music, people get to know me more because of going different places and doing live performances. Right. It was in 2014, I went to a show where I got invited to by one of these reggae artists, King David, right? These are top reggae artists in Trinidad and Tobago who started the thing within Trinidad, Queen Omega, Jam Melody, Isasha, and King David and them man there. And he put on a show for a lot of artists, you know, for young artists and things, you know, youths and things. So they would be idle, you could come in and if you have a talent, you know, you just come and do your thing for free and bless up and stuff. And I got invited, and when I went there, a producer linked me, and I did a song with him. That is When I Chant on the bongo rhythm. Charles, big up yourself full time. Yes, but before that and all too, I did my first show, which was with Sadiki, which was Buzz Rock. That's one of the top reggae bands in Trinidad. Them pulled me out to do a show. That's when I was like all in my 20s, like all my early 20s. And Bobby Digital was there. I didn't know Bobby Digital was there. And after the show, a friend of mine, he was like, I want to see this artist. I want to meet this artist. And he like, I could link her and stuff like that. So after the show, I get a call from my friend saying, Bobby Digital would like to see you and he wanna work with you. I'm like, what? This is for real? Bobby Digital was there. I'm like, mind blowing again. And I'm like, okay. So me and my brother, and we went and we did that song, but a lot of things didn't work out with that whole project on the Rosemary rhythm. There was Assassin, Taurus Riley, Collins. Yeah. I was one of the artists too, but I don't really know what I go on with that. So I just kind of dash it and yeah, it released, but I don't know what went on with the whole production and the release and all that. But afterwards that, I eventually end up linking with Bobby Digital, before him passed, That's his soul in Rastafari.
Wow.
So we get to reason and we get to know a lot of things because him son likewise every time. Because everyone there with family, Everyone there with family and music and within the faith still too, So
I love that.
so the
I
old
love
thing
that story. That's so special. Wow, that is a special story because sometimes the stars just align in your favor. The Most High puts people in your way for a reason, and
Put your trust in man. Put your trust in John Align.
I love that. I love that. What are some of your creative inspirations? Do you get inspiration from other people? Do you get inspiration from dreams? You can say anything. What usually how do you get these downloads of creative inspiration?
Well, a lot of inspiration just come naturally because living life within itself, it inspire you in so many ways, that you can gain information, you can gain vibes from anything because everything is vibration, and it's how you feel and that's what you bring forth, at the moment. Not everything does be planned, My elder brother, him inspire me so much within everything. He teach me how to write music and he built a lot of artists and I learn a lot from him, So life on the whole inspire I to do what I do, and just live life to the fullest, and do goodness, God give you a gift, you use it to do good. Right? You ain't gonna do anything else with it because you want to keep that gift and you want to share that gift, and that's what I'm doing,
Yes, I'm so excited that you are because when I actually saw Mike, I did an interview with Micah Shemaya a couple months back.
Excellent.
And I saw him raving about you. I was like, Micah Shemaya, who is Empress? Yeah, introduced me to so. And I went on, and I saw he's a huge supporter. He loves you and the music that I do. So I said, what? I need to check that. Yes, I said, who is this?
Oh my God!
I see you with your glasses and your third eye shades, and you got the prince. I said, whoa, this Empress is on fire. She is hot.
We have to show them it's a force to be reckoned with.
Hey, I love that. I love that. I was like, the energy is so high. So I mean, it's not, I try to here at Roots Reggae Hub, I try to play music for all ages in a way, but people think the roots and culture, reggae music is dead, and when people say that to me, it really is. It's frustrating because we broadcast here in 228 countries around the world, which shows me that reggae music is far from dead, and roots and culture is in us. It can't die.
Exactly. The heartbeat. Yes. Heartbeat song. Forever live with us.
Yes. I love that. So, that's another thing that I find. So even the young ones coming up, inspire me. So I love that you get inspiration from your life and your liberty. So thank you for sharing that. What are you most
So,
grateful for? I love to talk about gratitude. I wake up every day and be thankful for life, you know? So tell me what you're
so
most grateful
well,
for.
there's a lot of things to be grateful for. First
Yes.
and foremost, I'm grateful for life, you know, and the Holy Life Giver that give it life. I'm grateful for my family, you know. I'm grateful for the people around me that give I positive energy and teach I more about I self, because we're not just here for self, you know. We're here for each other, you know. So I'm grateful for a lot of things. My grateful list is bigger than what I don't have or my worries and stuff like that. So I'm grateful for life, and I'm grateful to be here with you to share this moment and to share I give, you know, and to shed light to those who need it, because you don't know who's watching, you know, and give thanks for all the words sung. Likewise, you've been, you know, shedding onto I, you know, because we're all strengthening each other, you know. And so I give thanks. I give thanks. Can't stop giving thanks. And I just want to big up Zion I Production and HOJ and Sons of Dub. All my brothers there will give I the strength, you know, unwaveringly, you know, and all my sisters them likewise, all the learners them, you know. I'm so grateful. Oh, gratitude is the attitude, the
Yes,
right
gratitude
attitude.
is an attitude,
Yeah,
100%.
man.
It's an attitude
Yeah.
for sure. Bless up. I'm grateful for everyone tuned in tonight here for Jalifa and Ancient. How do you say ancient or ancient?
Ancient Ras.
Ancient Ross. I gotta get my
Ayata.
yes. Thank you all for tuning in
Ah.
tonight. I see some questions on Twitter, so I'll get to the questions now. If anyone here on Instagram has a question, drop it in the question box now. I never forget you guys. All
Big up
right.
everyone tuning. Big up, big up, big up, big up.
Yes, big up
Big up,
everybody.
Roots Reggae Hub family. Every time. Emina! Keeping the fire burning and blazing, non-stopping. Emina, Jalifa said that, representing shite. I. Emina!
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yay. Every time, we keep the energy pumping. Ask my sister their management, yo, we could do like 50 shows. You ready? Like, yeah.
Hey, yes,
Already,
energy
already.
up.
Yeah, they have been locked down so long, and we just want to come outside and just be with nature, because we're a part of everything, and they want to take it away from us.
You know?
You know, all them things orchestrators just blind you from all the things them are doing in the background, the unknown things. But John know, you know, John know him. See, I know everything. But them cannot stop your children.
Yes.
Jah, we have to all our good vibes.
All right.
Aye.
There is Jaleesa. Jaleesa on Twitter is asking, how do you sorry, let me open this up. How do you overcome fear when performing? She looks like she's an artist. How do you overcome fear when performing?
Well, actually, at first, when I saw the crowd, my heart just beat boom, boom. At the beginning, it was like that, because when you have a passion for something, you don't want to mess up. You want to make sure when you go there, you want to vibes and make everyone feel your vibes, and you just flow. So before I go on stage, I just hold a meditation within myself and just ask Jah to be there with me at this moment, and just, you know, go through with me. And even though I'm feeling like my heart dropping out my chest, people watching me, this and that. Because it does happen, these phobias kick in, and they intend to, like, they could destroy a lot of things if you actually lean on that side, right? So you have to focus on, this is what I come to do. I love doing this. You have to coach yourself. You have to be your first cheerleader. You have to be your first producer. You have to be your first publisher as an artist, not just as a musician, but in any field, you know, because you want to get out there. This is something you love, and this is what you want to do. So you just have to hold faith in that no matter what, and know that Jah is there with you. Because sometimes you feel alone and you wonder, you may be going through something at that time. No one don't know, and you go in and sing and make everyone feel good, and you just there within yourself. You know, just always keep in mind that, you know, you're never alone. Somebody is there with you. Jah is there with you. You are there with you. So, you know, up yourself and just go through. You know, just ask Jah for the blessing and just go through with it, man.
You hear that,
Be fine, man.
That is some great advice. Even when I
Fine.
do my interviews, I get a little nervous before I start. I never did interviews till last year because I always was on the
Oh,
back of the camera. I was always the one producing the show.
serious. I swear you're doing this years now. What?
I've always been the producer.
Like riding a bike?
I've been behind the scenes, Jalifa. Now I'm in front of the camera. I said, Lord God, I still get a little nervous.
Boss move, boss move. Boss
Yeah.
move. We're not just the stand up. We learn the thing. We learn it.
Yes, yes. Oh, I see you guys have to work again. Someone wants to work with you. Yes, she is unstoppable. Yes, Steve. Here's a question on Instagram. What's the best way, so from 22 Art, what's the best way to charge up your third eye?
What's the best way to charge up your third eye?
Someone wants to know.
Eat good, live good, think good, just absorb and consume everything good, and it will open. Your left brain and your right brain, it will open. And smoke a lot of marijuana too, and burn Babylon. You know, and let the neurons and them do them thing and build up, and that's how you get that eyes open. You no longer see from this. You see from this.
Yeah.
Your third eye. So if you want to boost it up and charge it, make sure you consume clean things. That's the only way you could activate it. You know? Yes, I.
Yes, eat clean, do good, be good, and your third eye will open.
Yeah, everything good.
Yes, everything good. I feel that. I feel that.
Or we could say everything righteous, because you know some things seem good to some people and it not good. You know? So make sure it's right. Yeah. Please do make sure it's right. And activate the heights. Yeah. Rastafari.
Rastafari. All right. There's another question on Twitter. This one says, what do you say to the people that don't recognize Rastafari as a real religion?
Well, Rastafari is not a religion. It's a natural way of life, living pure and clean, you know, from creation birth. Not killing, not stealing, you know, keeping the Sabbath holy, you know. This is natural thing. It's just society and all these different set of vanities and things come for blind you. And now that we have to rediscover these things, this is why it has scrolls and writings and all these things for us to remember who we are from time to come. So naturally, Rastafari is life within itself, pure and clean and original, you know, eating good, praising the Most High and making sure you have that divine connection lock, you know. It's a spiritual child, you know, connected us with the universe, you know, others and God, you know. So this is not a religion, this is a natural way, you know.
I love that answer.
Everyone will live it upright. Everyone have to find themselves and live it upright because all is within, you know, all is within, you know. And it takes time, as I said before, everything takes a natural process for you to rediscover, you know, first creational love, you know, that first creational way, you know. Yeah. So Rastafari is not a religion. It will never be.
Answer. You know, I was looking for anything out of getting that thing. I was like, I need a religion. I need some exemption. I was like,
no, just natural life, because we all come here naturally, you know. We all come here naturally. It wasn't no boom and bang and no stock and no. It was love created us, because you know, God love us. That's why He created us. He created earth for us, a Zion for us. Is we have to see that not just with these eyes, but these eyes and our heart too. You know, because everything have to work in a card and a balance. Check it. So we just have to find ourselves, because all is within. You know, don't look out yourself. All is within.
Yes.
You know,
and don't let society define you, Empress. I see you there. Thank you for your questions on Twitter, guys. I have another question. It's not a religion, it's a way of life. Yes, Steve. Yes, Steve. Way of life. I have another question on Instagram. Oh, I see, Steve. Are you coming to Canada? We're finally open. We're finally allowed out of our house. We broke free of these boundaries and these. We're not free of all of them, but at least we can have some concerts now, and things feel back to little bit or forward, not normal, but forward. Tell us, are you coming to Canada?
Well, I can't say because I know this question was going to come up. I've been already with Amsterdam, so I'm like, why are you doing me this? But all in within divine time, because I move with Jah timing, So
I believe
in
Jah will
divine
bring
timing.
me forward to Canada because I can't wait. I'm going to be there with my camera in the front row.
Oh my God, I need a hug, I have to actually see you, Mama, It's an honor, man. It's an honor. Pick up everyone there at Canada. You don't know, say, love, love, love. Trinidad love, big up on yourself. Jalifa said that. Keep the fire burning, Canada. One Babylon. Amen.
Hey. All right. Tell me somewhere. I saw you had a song with Luton Fire. Anyone else that you would love to work with in the future?
Oh, so much. A lot of brothers and sisters out here do them thing real hot. If I could have worked with all of them, I would have worked with all of them. But Sizzla, keep it on. That's a busy signal ones. A lot of them Queen Africa. Oh my God.
I would love to see you in Queen Africa, you and Sizzla for sure. Oh.
Yes, man. Watch. And let's have some young artists that come up to her son. Yo, him a no fire and him a bunny, yo. Yes, real art, Rastafari student, man, for big him up straight. Yeah. Queen Africa son, yo, them are my good ones. Some youths they are come out and I'm a bun pure fire. Pure fire.
I know Sizzla has his Africa 54 album coming out, which we're looking forward to. I did an interview with him a few weeks back. So he's on fire right now too, Africa 54. But you guys have to
always
check out
on fire.
And Jadea, she's saying she wants you to come to BC. That's the west coast of Canada. She looked like she had the show. Jadea, contact her team if you want her to come to your.
Yeah, big up yourself, Mama.
She's having a show in August. She wants you there, she says.
Oh my God, I want to be there. What's going on?
Yes, Jadea. Let her know. And even let me know, DM me and send me the information for BC. I'm heading to the West Coast. I'm going to be doing a live interview from there in a few weeks. So I will be in close to you, Jadea. All right. Any other questions? Now's the time. I think that's it. I think that's everything. I'm going to be on the West Coast soon, guys. All right. So, wait. I think I have a few more questions. I can't let you go before I ask a few more. All right, so tell me where you would like to go in the world that you have never traveled. We were talking about Canada. Is there anywhere else, anywhere in the world, on the globe, that you would really love to go?
Africa just calling me so much times. Beautiful Africa. Oh God, so much places over there that support me a lot. Costa Rica, from day one, Costa Rica, Yoruba. Oh, but I've watch our family all over the place. I just want to big them up, big up all my family worldwide, who supporting me from day one, unwaveringly, and none of these things would be possible without your love, without your support, You see, this is how we have to do things together and strengthen each other,
Yes.
Every time.
Yes. I want to forward back to Africa again. It's a beautiful place and so many places to see that I still haven't seen. So bless up Mama Africa. Yes. And all my African Roots Reggae Hub family. I love you all. All right. So tell me one thing that most people don't know about you or they would never guess about you.
Oh my God. All right. I had 3 doves, right? I saved one. She make 2 babies. So I have 3 wild doves.
Wow.
That come when I call them. It kind of weird. People that when I tell people that, they just be like, "You're lying." I'm like, "No, I'm not lying. I
I
have 3
believe
doves.
you.
I
I love
saved one of
that.
them."
I love
So that
birds.
just call me the bird lady. Yeah,
What?
or for Home Alone, the bird lady from Home Alone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They call me that, but that's okay. That's okay. I love creation. I love creation. So they're feeling good energy, so they come by me.
Yes,
Right?
I love
I'm a
that.
good
I
human.
love that. That is very powerful.
Yeah.
As I'm speaking, my dog, he's not a bird, but he's a dog. He come run to me.
So that's
My baby here, he come run to me. Say hi to Jalifa.
oh hi. Hi hi. You're
That's
like, what are you
Jasper.
doing?
He's quiet tonight, thank God.
Hi Jasper.
Thankfully, the Most High calm him down tonight because sometimes he doesn't can't get up. But he's good. He's here, my dogs. All right, I think. Tell me about the
Tuning.
event. I saw the event on Instagram. You have something coming up.
Yes, that's Dubwise,
Mm.
Trinidad. Yes, big up Dubwise, Jamaica, likewise, Wadada twins. You know? You could go and get your tickets. Anyone in Trinidad, I don't know if anyone is flying in because I heard a few people telling me they are going to fly in. I like they're gonna actually take up 14 days, inside for this. They're like, yes, yes. So I like, okay. So if anyone have to get any tickets, you could get it on whatdadamovement.com. It's just what date is it again? It's the 19th. The 19th next month, June. Jesse Royal, 9 Miles, I and other artists. I don't know if it's gonna be a full vibes. Nice vibes.
And in Trinidad, is everything open up back and back to
Well,
new normal?
it don't have no safe zone, so people having events because a lot of people actually went out and get our vax. So the PM now, he was like, if you get a certain amount of people vax, he was just start to free up stuff. So they started free up beaches, springs, people having the little block or having the vibes and thing, but certain places and business places and thing, and like restaurants and stuff like that, not all of them open. But I see people on the streets, like vendors selling and stuff like that. But they had to wear masks, they had to like follow the same restriction.
Oh,
Restrictions, you wash your hands and
yeah, same
you have your hand
restrictions, but you're having
sanitizer, wear your
concerts and
mask.
stuff, and clearly Dubwise is
Mm.
coming through. I think Jesse Royal is going to be there too.
Yes, yes, that's the main man in the show.
Yeah,
So
I love that. I
that's
love
right.
that.
It's a joy and honor. It's a joy and honor,
So you
to
guys,
perform with
please
some of
tell
these big
everybody where
guys
to
here.
find you on Instagram. I know your Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You also have a YouTube. You're building that up as well. I wanted to talk about the music video, but you know, there's so much I wanted to ask you. You guys need to check out the music video for Whereas. That's also on YouTube. So let them know where to find you. Like spell it out so that they can find you. Like JA.
Well, you can find, all right, Queen. Well, you can find me on IG and Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud. Well, everything is Twitter is Jalifa Official, Jalifa Official on all the platforms. Find Jalifa.
Yes, Jalifa. Jalifa. For those of you who have not followed her, go follow her now. Get the EP. The EP is fire.
Out now.
Fire, fire, fire,
Yes,
fire.
sir.
Yes.
Brimstone on fire. Big up yourself. Full time Roots Reggae Hub.
Yes.
I'm gonna big up yourself full time, for the
Thank
love,
you so
joy,
much.
and
You can
energy
do a little
and
shout out for the Roots
vibes.
Reggae Hub International family. A little shout out.
Yes, sir. Well, this is the Fire Princess Jalifa representing for Roots Reggae Hub. You don't know, but see me keeping it locked and loaded. Canada, I've got the fire to burn them out. And I watch you evil wicked people, them I run up their mouth up. I've got the fire to burn them up. Ceaseless fire with the people a shout. No time to play. The fire a go burn it, yo. Me no ramp with no fussing and no circus clown. Fire burn anytime he come bout town. It's DJ, me now play a wrong. Of course it's based upon the right and I go based upon the wrong. Me now go follow up my mother, you know, man dive on. Fire burn prostitution, me now pop down. Me now go flap. Hey yo, Reggae Roots Hub. Pick up yourself. Roots. Now put the fire. Keep it blazing higher. Canada. Emina.
Bless up, Empress. Thank you so much. For everyone who's tuned in on the radio, you're still going to be live after the show. You're going to listen to the whole EP, top to bottom, up to front. You know how it goes here at the Roots Reggae Hub. We're playing Jalifa for the next hour. So keep it locked here from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock for Jalifa. And following that will be the English Dollar Show, bringing the best in the UK, Roots Reggae. All right, Jalifa, thank you so much. We're going to reason again.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
And
every time.
So grateful for having you tonight. Blessed love, Empress.
Likewise.
All right. We talk soon.
Strength every time. Love.
One
Rastafari.
Rastafari.
Blessings.